what's up guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and the Warhammer 40k mod. Super excited to be back here again with another battle. Now believe me when I tell you that this is by far the grittiest and bloodiest Warhammer 40k battle we've done on the channel. I even think it tops everything else we've done, no matter the mod or the era. This is definitely the most gruesome battle. So if you remember the World War I trench battle that we did a few days or weeks ago, that was huge, like 1,600 Frenchmen. Well, that isn't even half of what the Chaos will be deploying today. Or what Chaos. I'm not sure if it's like the Tau or Tau or however you pronounce it, or if it's just Tau or Tau, or what did someone explain pronouncing it, and it was definitely not just like Tau. And then of course you've got Chaos. It's not the Chaos, it's just Chaos, right? So you gotta get the pronounce right, or be hung. I suppose that's the only punishment, the one and only, be hung. Yes, I am hung. Oh god, that sounds weird. Okay, we're moving on to the battle. So yes, erase the memory of saying that. Anyway, that's no one's gonna pick up on that anyway. It's fine. We're talking about hangings and stuff. But anyway, back to the battle. So we've got Death Korps of Krieg here deployed. I suppose we're on Vrox again. In the last, not the last Warhammer 40k video, because that was the Harakoni and Talon Guardsmen up against some various Kroot and or Kroot and other like Tau forces or Tau or whatever. And that was us reusing the Mars map that GrumpyKittenAce for us. That GrumpyKittenAce made for us. This time we're reusing the crate map that GrumpyKittenAce used for us. But this time I've modified it more heavily. The only thing I've kept are the red trenches. Everything else has been customized to suit the area. And I really like the mix here of the kind of like dried out ground. You've got the kind of red soil below the dry ground. And then you've got some grass patches here and there and stones and sandbags. We're gonna go through the defenses here a little bit quickly, but I like to compare it as if this is a Merc right here, you know, an AMG or something. It's pretty, it's nice, you know, it's fast, it's a small map, and it's intensive, so I'd compare it to like a sports car. GrumpyKittenAce is the manufacturer. He's Mercedes. I am like Rentec or something, doing afterwork on it. Just modifying it a bit to suit the era. This time we wanted some Warhammer 40k, so of course we're going to customize it to it. Let's take a look at the Death Korps of Krieg. In the last Death Korps of Krieg video that we did, they look different. They've been updated now. We've got way more different weapons. I'm going to give you guys a close look. They look cooler this time around. They didn't look this cool in the last video. Even the thumbnail looks different. They had different colored helmets and stuff. So I am like super excited to see what we've got here today. We've got so many new weapons, shotguns, grenade launchers that look like thumpers. Watch this. I'm going to find the thumper for you. There it is. Look. Looks like an M79. And then I've built some custom bunkers or custom weaponry for the bunkers. We've got 3 autocannons, like heavy bolters here. Or these are autocannons, I think. The bolters are the ones we have at the front. Super insane. So we're looking at about 150 Krieg soldiers here. We've got some Basilisks in the rear. Basilisk reporting. So that is gonna be sick. They're gonna provide artillery. It's gonna be like a World War I style trench battle, but against Chaos in Warhammer. Chaos. So let's go ahead and click start. And well, the biggest battle is about to commence. Yes. So we're up. Let's say we're on Vrax as we were in the last Death Korps video. This time we've entrenched a position, and the Vrax traitor militia will be attacking us, along with the infected Marines of the Death Guard. So we're gonna try and keep the camera still as much as possible to avoid confusion. It's a pretty small battlefield, so we'll get all the action in one frame, unlike the Mars map, which is way bigger. I like this. Smaller battlefields, more intense, like you can focus more on one point. Oh, that explosion back there. So already you're looking at around 400 soldiers just swarming in, and I don't even think half have survived yet because of the insane firepower. The insane firepower. Once again, I'm having a Nocco energy drink. I have like 2 a day. Not really, but when I record, I usually buy them because I'm tired. It's dark here in Sweden. I need a lot of solar power, so to speak, for me to function. I'm way better during the summers. And no, I am not an alcoholic. Diplex, why are you drunk, Bastor? Like I get sometimes. It's an energy drink. Those are different things. Oh man, we're being shot back here. This guy's like, oh. I like the animations. I like the custom animations. He's kind of... Ooh. I gotta get those final push-ups in, dude. Oh, bro. Come on, another set, bro. Come on. Oh, he's dead. So, how have we been doing? Well, we've eliminated pretty much the first wave. We've been looking at one position over there. I've done a slightly zoomed-in kind of field of view. Oh, the Basilisks are still reigning supreme back there. I've done a slight zoom in just for you guys' enjoyment so that we get kind of a more intense field of view. We lost a cannon or a team back here, a sergeant and what looks to be like a 20 mil. Oh, it's probably more than that if it's Warhammer. It's probably like 30 mil handheld. Or not. I mean, these are humans essentially, so they're not. I believe they are at least. So here comes the second wave. And don't let the numbers fool you. There's more than this. Right? Yeah, wait, this is the, hold up, 1 second. We're fine, sorry about the pause. I forgot how I scripted the battles and I was like, huh, I don't remember this happening. But no, it's all fine, the battle can continue. Oh man. So the way we're doing it now is, this battle is gonna last... And I'm guaranteeing you at least 20 minutes. But I think, you know, 2 or 3 minutes have already passed, of course. But in between every wave of, like, massive horde of Vrax militia, there will be a smaller wave of traitor marines. The infected marines that you can see here. Of the Death Guard. Oh, shit, he was blown back. And they kind of, you know, they fight a lot better. I think 25 of the Space Marines equal, like, all 400 of the traitor militiamen attacking us right now. So far, they haven't. They've barely even broken through the first line. Let's move back a little bit. Let's take a look at some of this the custom bunkers back here. And how they're working against the enemy. We'll park ourselves right here for a minute to enjoy the carnage. So those Space Marines, or traitor Marines, I suppose, will still be alive by the time the next wave arrives. And after this, we should be looking at another wave of Vrax Traitor Militia, followed by the Space Marines again. So it's like a loop, where you have 3 waves in each loop. And obviously the first bit and the last bit of the loop are similar. So, yeah, it's like, if I divide them into numbers, if the Space Marine or the Traitor Marines are 2 and the Vrax Traitor Militia is 1, it's like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. That's how it loops. So, yeah. Oh, that was a massive impact. Holy. Damn. I mean, I like giving you guys an idea of what's going on. That's why I'm like being a little bit explanatory or in detail about the stuff that's going on. Oh, he's burning back there. We've got a man down. We've got a plasma gunner back here. Powerful weaponry. I want to use more of the regular weapons. The Death Korps of Krieg, they look so like steampunk, industrial, you know. I didn't want to give them too much high tech. Although I bet they have a lot of it. They just seem to rely more on bolt weapons and stuff like that. Oh, damn. He's facing it off with the enemy plasma marine back there. Or the plasma gunner, whatever you want to call him. Is it a plasma gun? I think it is. It doesn't shine blue because it's chaos. So they've done something to it. Maybe it shoots kind of like a different kind of like green plasma or something. I'm not entirely sure, but he's being targeted by the Death Korps of Krieg soldier here. Oh, and he was hit right on, and he's gone completely. I feel like you can almost make these rounds somewhat competitive. And that's why, once again, like mentioning the numbers, and you know, some people are interested in knowing that there's going to be like 4,000 Vrax Traitor militiamen attacking the 150 Death Korps of Krieg soldiers in like 20 minutes, followed by like 150 Chaos Traitor Marines, part of the Death Guard. I mean, I myself would be interested. I like numbers. I don't like maths, but I like numbers. I like soldiers in numbers. That's why I love Hearts of Iron 3. I love looking at the numbers of my soldiers, the different brigades and whatnot. We're gonna have a look at that bunker again. So we're still holding the first line of trenches. Now, we have admittedly lost, I'm gonna zoom out quickly here. We have admittedly lost the entire, like, front line outside the first trench. But that was to be expected. They held back like two and a half waves of Vrax Traitor Militia and almost an entire wave of Traitor Marines. So it's kind of insane. And these guys are grouping up so nicely for the Basilisks. These, now they can move back, but they have the order to not retreat. So they will be pushing ahead, but they're taking cover. I like this. They're being smart about it. They're not just throwing themselves out. Some are moving up to engage, as you can tell. But many are waiting back here for more reinforcements. We have a lot of, like, close range weapons. Oh, dude, they're picking up weapons. How cool is that? Not too stupid for being so disgusting. Yeah, the Basilisks are given a lot of good time here to target the large groups of Traitor Militia here. I love the Traitor Militia. You know what? I like them. I don't feel bad about sending these guys in huge numbers. Hey, we got the I think we're on the... Yeah, that's a Basilisk. We're on the second wave now. So it's 1, 2, 1, and this is the 1, and now we're coming into the 2 here before the next 1, followed by another 1, and then 2, 1, etc. I have a way of getting caught up on things like formalities, or not formalities, but like numbers and stuff. And I can get a little over-explanatory. Like, you guys are like, yeah, we get it. We get it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the crate video. I didn't mean to be offensive in any way. I think I just the choice of words came off a little wrong. It's kind of unlike me, but I think I survived any hangings. No guillotine, man. Yeah, that is a... Is that a... It looks like a plasma because it's got the bars up top displaying the color, and it has the similar shape. But we should be looking at a different weapon in reality. Or it's just green because they're cool and non-existent as of now. Man, we're owning these guys. Another 400 soldiers coming in now. You guys want maths? Yeah, we'll do maths. I'm going to back us up a little bit, get a bigger view of the battlefield here. I think they'll be able to break the first line. I think they definitely will be able to break the first line of trenches here, but we'll have to find out. I'm excited to know. So 400 times 2 times 4. 3,200. That is definitely the biggest battle I've ever done. We've been in the 2,000s before, but we've never been up to 3,200. We've had 3,000 Confederates versus 300 Union soldiers. We've had that. But it's definitely the biggest Warhammer battle we've done so far, and I think it's suiting. It's a good battlefield. So we've got some heavier guns down here. You can hear them firing. Picking up a tiny bit of lag here, as to be expected. And those bunkers are mowing the enemy down. I love them. Custom bunkers, man. All things customs. Custom. Rocket traveling past the screen, and that's a huge Basilisk barrage. I think all 3 guns hit it at the same time. And they're still hitting. Oh, yeah, rockets to the bunker now. Yeah, they're getting closer. Damn, this is an awesome view. I love this. So we're dropping a little bit on the FPS now, but don't worry, it'll recuperate, or whatever it's called, recuperate. Is that the right word for it? It'll recover, that's for sure. So we're protecting the gates to a city here. Yeah, see the Traitor Marines are moving up first, or the Infected Marines. Or Infector Marines, or what they're called. Look at those Uzis, like Mac 11s, Mac 10s or something. They look like Uzis. They have like the magazine going down below the hand grip, like a pistol, but it's also fully automatic and larger. I love to see it. It's really close range, So as you can tell, these guys have to get close to shoot them. Oh man, now we're getting some more firepower on here. We've got a lot of rocket infantry kind of like standing by here. The trenches we have are just really good though. What kind of wave are we awaiting next? Because a lot of oh man, a lot of survivors remain, like hundreds, which means that like there's gonna be 500 soldiers at once on the battlefield now. This is crazy. Remind me, or I'll have to remind myself, I guess, to check the casualties later. I think they're gonna be pretty insane. Oh, rockets away too. I like seeing rockets being shot at the bunker. I think that's the best they can do right now. Oh, ho, ho. I appreciate YouTube, like, taking this as kind of like a cartoon violence in a way. Like, it is pretty gruesome, but, like, you know, in reality, it's sci-fi and it's Warhammer and, you know what I mean? It's not that kind of historical violence, so I'm happy for YouTube, like, being like, you know, Diplex, we like your Warhammer stuff. You can continue doing it, despite its grittiness and gruesomeness. I kind of love it. It's not bad. Yeah, the YouTube landscape is definitely getting better, so to speak. We're turning this into a slight slideshow kind of thing. But this is what you get. I don't think the engine is very capable of it. Obviously, if I had a slightly better computer, I mean, I've got a very good one, but if I had a slightly better one, it could probably run it better. But yeah, that'd be the goal, to be able to have 1,000 units on screen at once and do it. Like, I think the limit right now for me is like 600-ish. Obviously, the Basilisks are helping out greatly here. Every shot donates 1 frame per second to the video. But we're just starting to build up some, like, huge numbers here now. But are they starting to really break down the first line here? I think if we move back and, like, focus on ourselves for a minute, you gotta focus on yourself. We can avoid all the Vrax traitor militiamen by looking at some of our own forces here. Yeah, you'll just have to imagine all the battle that's going on the left side of the screen. Do we dare look? Yeah, it's much better now. Oh, those basilisks are cleaning house. But the rocket soldiers are still firing. You guys like this, don't you? You guys are sick. You guys are sick in the head, just like me. This is amazing. I love it. People taught me a lot about different gun types and ammunition types in the last video. Very thankful. So this is the 3rd wave we're on now, and then there will be one more Vrax Traitor Militia before we go on to the 4th wave with a 1-2-1 setup as all the previous ones. And then we should have reached the 20-minute mark by the end of that, or at least, I mean, it'll be more than that. It'll be a pretty long video. And then after that, we should be looking at the final bonus wave. You'll see what that is. It might be enough to break it, because this is what I tried. I tried taking 100 of the units and putting in it as one wave. I sent them in as one wave against the enemy, right? And in reality, they destroyed the opposition, even when they were the first ones to enter the battle. This time we've had 3,200 Vrax militiamen attack, or infected, or whatever you want to call them, along with 100 infected marines or traitor marines, or whatever you want to call them, by the time that wave enters. So a lot of the battlefield, as you can tell, has been sort of shaken up a bit, but the first line is still holding. So to send them in 100 after all the damage all the thousands of soldiers would have done previously is too much, so I've cut it down to 50. We will see how 50 of the units do in one wave. But 100 is too much. I'm gonna release a bonus video after this to preview some new units, I think. So it'll be like a double video. Yeah. Look at the Basilisks. You guys want to see some Basilisk action in the rear? Bullets are hitting back here. We might even... yeah, we've taken casualties all the way back here. What? Wait for him. This is awesome. This is absolutely epic. Is this guy firing? They're reloading. I think they fire in like salvos or bursts, like a barrage. Oh, the center one's about to fire. Oh, there we go. That's sick, man. Okay, let's move back to the battlefield. The first line is still holding. Hope you guys have appreciated the camera work. It's, in my opinion, been drastically improved. Over a small field like this, it's so much easier to keep an eye on the action. I don't have to move from side to side. I like this. I like this a lot. And you can focus more units on the same area and kind of avoid lagging away, and still have the same like impactful feeling of it being an insane battle. I feel like we're close to some kind of Warhammer numbers here. Although all the visualizations of Warhammer fighting, Warhammer 40k, is like, if it's a street battle, the entire street from corner to corner is filled with soldiers going 5,000 miles back. So it's always just insane, almost a little overdone, but it's cool. Maybe that's the visualization of it. Just the way you have like line battles in the 18th and 19th century displayed like that as well, with the rows and rows of men. Basilisk rounds still landing. We are back onto the first wave, or the last wave. We'll be seeing another 800 Vrax militiamen enter the field, followed by, or in between those two last waves, a traitor marine reinforcement like we've seen 3 times previously, but none have really survived. But they've gassed us up here. They've created like a smoke box inside the bunker. That gas is actually, I think maybe our gas mask Krieg soldiers actually don't take effect to it, but unprotected soldiers can die from the gas. And we have an RPG soldier in the trench with us, although he was killed. And now a hand grenade is thrown on his body, which is ultimately probably gonna result in the death of these 2 soldiers. Why did you throw a hand grenade? It didn't even activate. It's just sitting on him. What the? Is that a smoke grenade? Look, it's like sitting in him. I'm not sure what just happened there. If that's a direct impact grenade, I can understand why it doesn't do anything. We hear the people like coughing in here, though. You hear that? Yeah, this gas is doing damage here. I wish you could almost like corrupt them. Oh, what the? He exploded. Did he implode as like with all the gas in him or something? Like that guy in Batman? Although that was a cell phone bomb, wasn't it? A cell phone bomb. A cell phone bomb. We're still holding. This is more or less the first trench line after soon 3,000 soldiers, hundreds of traitor marines, and we're still holding. Although we're starting to take more rocket and grenade fire back there. But our Krieg soldiers are returning to their posts. Hold your ground, soldiers. Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Oh, they're starting to almost move down into the trenches now. Well, I'm gonna bet the Basilisks in the rear have gotten the most kills. Maybe 200 each or something like that. There's a slight protective trench here for them, like an indent in the terrain. Low ground. Oh. Now the bonus wave will arrive after the final wave of Vrax Traitor Militia arriving after this. So I'm so excited. Those Basilisks, they do damage, but they fire kind of slow. So if the Traitor Militia would just move and cop the fuck on and move up, move up, and then that would be good English. That's just more or less just cleaning up the bodies, helping us with lag reduction. It's great, actually. It gives us like 2 or 3 frames. Like 15 frames a second, which I'm getting right now, is like heaven compared to the 4 or 5 that we sink into sometimes. Oh, look at this scene here, bro. This is awesome. People flying around and stuff. This is great. Oh, he's gone. Crazy. All right, guys. One last push here with the manpower. Support the Marines here before the bonus wave, before the final effort of taking down the Krieg here. So far, the Death Korps of Krieg is my favorite. I think one of my favorite units. Probably my favorite unit. Oh, we're starting to take casualties back here, so they're definitely getting closer. They've cleared out the first bunker, but the second line of defense, along with the third, still remain. So this is largely still a great victory for the Death Korps of Krieg if they can hold them all back. We'll have to see how it goes. It's too soon to tell right now. Honestly, I don't think Chaos have won a single battle. They must have. Come on. Come on. Have I really given the Imperial Guard or the Imperium of Mankind every single battle, given them a victory since? Okay, so Ta'au forces won previously, so that's a good note. Before then, the Krieg won, and before then, the Kasserkin and all the other like air-landed forces on that fight against the Blood Pact Chaos, or Blood Pact Chaos, they won that one. And then before then, I can't remember which Warhammer battle we did before that. But let me tell you, I've got Eldar and Orcs coming in, boys. I'll show you. You will like it, I guarantee you. Yeah, they're getting closer. They're taking the first line here. They're throwing hand grenades and stuff. They're still imploding, and they're gassing the trenches. What kind of orange smoke is that? Now they're starting to really rush in here with manpower. I'm liking this. Now we're talking. Look at the amount. Basilisks, you guys are gonna have to put in another gear here. Fire more artillery. We need some rounds here in the center. Although, of course, you know, I won't be controlling any of that. This has been an entirely Diplex-free battle, minus the commentary. Oh my, this is beautiful. Can I say that? Y'all know I'm insane, right? I don't mind the lag in this case. It comes and goes, you know. Oh man. But yeah, to see this in 60 FPS, that would be a dream. Can Origin PC or something sponsor me with like a twin water-cooled Titan X PC and like an 8-core? I'm not talking about like the 6-core, maybe then a 12-core. Like not with hyper-threading, how it doubles the cores technically. I mean like one of those Xeon boards or whatever they're called that has 2 processors and like 128 gigs of RAM. DDR5 or 6 or whatever people are coming out with now. That would be insane. That'd be like a 20k PC though, no joke. Or probably even more. Maybe, no, not more. Like the prices have gone down recently. But, or not recently, but I remember when I bought my really like big first gaming PC, I took like all my savings like 7 years ago to start my YouTube channel. So that was a good investment. Paid it back. Here comes the bonus wave. Now that's a ton. Yeah, a ton. Oof. Of how many is that? I think we're looking at 75. It's more than 50. It's not 100 though. I'll check later, but what if I forgot to change it from 100? What if I forgot? Well, then it's GG for the Death Korps. Maybe they can pull back. You know, it'd be nice to see some Death Guard victory. No, it should be. It should. I'll check afterwards. So don't get your hopes in a twist. Or like keep up the faith here. Keep up faith. No heresy. To believe that the enemy will win is complete and utter heresy. You will be hung. They're all just gorming and warming and dying and crying. Yeah, I'll find out later. We'll finish the battle first, and then we'll take a look. If I crash now, I would cry. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause because we're getting low FPS, and I'm gonna save this recording. Give me 1 second. I would cry. I'm not joking. So while I was paused, I checked the script, and it turns out I did deploy 100. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that is so horrible. We might have to even it out. We have to give them some reinforcements. This isn't what it was meant to be. 100 of these Marines killed the entire defense line on its own as a first wave without having 4,000 soldiers attacking it previously. We need to even it out. We need to bring them down to 50 again, and I know just what to introduce. Hold on. So to even out my mistake by deploying 100 of the traitor Marines, or the Death Guard infested or infected Marines, I have decided to deploy 30 Dark Angel Space Marines. This is gonna be pretty cool. We have 2 apothecaries, a commander. We also have a lot of the devastators here with the insane weaponry. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. Let's go ahead and unpause, and let's watch as our Dark Angels join the fray. I think this will be kind of interesting. Oh, they're just instantly medding up, as you can tell. They're injecting themselves using the... Whoa, that guy was blown... Hey, when you fire that thing, he like blew back 2 of his friendlies. I wonder if they'll wake up. Oh, that is so good. Oh, the sound is bringing tears to my eyes. That's beautiful. You know how you cry at things that are beautiful? That I love dark. I mean, come on, the green. It works so well on the map. And man, these apothecaries, they're the real plug, man. You know what I mean? They're hooking all these Space Marines up with some crazy... I don't even know what they're taking, but they're going nuts. So the enemy, the Chaos Marines, will still have another 70 on them, but we have to take into account that these are Dark Angels. Dark Angels with some heavier weaponry as well that the Death Guard Traitor Marines did not have at their availability. Before we end this too, I'm going to check out what they're officially called in this mod, because there's like a lot of variants to it. Do you hear that? Do you hear the sound of that heavy bolter? The Devastator bolter? That's one of the most satisfying sounds I've heard in this game ever. It has that, like... It's hard to describe it. It's so bassy in a way. Are we winning or not? I don't know. It feels like the... Well, we're at least giving the Basilisks more room to put fire support on the ground. Come on, Dark Angels. I know you're outnumbered. But you guys gotta fight the good fight here. Oh, look on the right side. Yeah, come on. Let's kill him, boys. Oh, kill him. Oh, someone's got a heavy weapon back here. Look at that plasma. So, where did some of the heavier weapons go over here? People are infested and stuff. Or infected. They're healing too, though. The apothecaries are hooking them up. I like to see apothecaries on the field. We've got a heavy weapon back here. I want to see this guy fire. Like, what kind of punch does this Devastator pack, you know? It's got to be severe. Look at him. We've got a sergeant up here, too. Oh. He might wake up again after being halfway buried. Yeah, there we go. Dude, there's some close fighting here. I'm going to pause this right here and have a look at this. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. If you guys want to see a dedicated Dark Angels video, let me know. They've added way more units to the game now. Oh, it's so nice. The bonus video after this, I'm going to preview Eldar. I'm going to preview to you more Dark Angels. I'm going to preview some and see what the damage 4 Dreadnoughts can do. Yeah, I'll show you guys some pretty epic stuff here. Don't worry. You'll like it. Oh, what is that? Is that like a flamethrower of sorts? It's like a gas thrower or something. Yeah, that's the gas flame thing. Oh! Whoa! What? He disappeared. Whatever they were firing at disappeared after shooting out like some bolts of destruction. Was that the commander? That could have been the commander. Oh, we got people burning. We got guys burning back there. Shit, that's not good. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Oh, he's bleeding. No. Oh, no. He's... Oh, that is gruesome. And the Basilisks are still supporting. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's got a last gun. He's got the heavy Devastator last gun. No, that's the Devastator. Well, there's Devastator, Melt, Las, Plasma. That could be Plasma, though. That's Plasma. Back here, this is Las, I think. And then the Melt gun is... I think the Melt gun is back there. That's him with the Melt. We've got... No, this is the commander here. He did survive. No, that's not the sergeant. That isn't... Is that a sergeant? I'm not sure. Veteran? Who knows? I think it's a commander because he's got the blue shine around him. Super curious to know what happened up here, though, because he killed a lot of the other infected Marines by just looking at them, kind of, and then they just died. I mean, they killed him, and then he kind of shot away some green lasers. I've never seen anything like that before. That was incredible. I was truly blown away. What kind of damage do you do up close, bro? Like, I want to see you shoot. Oh, you're going to throw a hand grenade? The time for battle is now. Oh, man. You guys are being a little awkward about it, maybe? Is it the gas that prevents you from firing? He's just dodging hand grenades. This guy, come on, I'm going to give you one back. What are you guys doing? Legit, what are you guys doing? Basilisk's like, I got you covered. Direct fire. We still have a few alive on this side. Well, many Dark Angels died, and the Basilisks continued their barrage. I don't think we overdid it with the Dark Angels. No. I overdid it with the bonus wave. They were meant to deploy 50, half that strong. So they had 70 instead, or they had 100, but I gave these guys 30 Dark Angels. And they're alive. Guys, this has been a really long video. Look forward to the bonus video coming out later tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed, and ooh, two things. I reminded myself. We're going to look what they're called. They're called, Plague Marine. Of course, Plague Marine. God damn it, I butchered it. Casualties. Thousands. Many of whose bodies have disappeared, but thousands. Thousands. Biggest Warhammer battle, most epic, long, insane battle we've done to date. Oh, I'm gonna take you, dude. I'm gonna take you. On God. It's him. He was the one who did it. He died, but he was... Yeah, there's his weapon right there. No, it's not. It's elsewhere. It's gone. I think when he dies, the uniform is transported away. Okay, so this is one of the cooler weapons I've seen. This is one of the crazier weapons I've seen. Alright, dude. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon again.